But actually, that's a feedback. That's a feedback what we received from our guests, that it actually tastes better.
Yeah, I'm a global nomad. I'm traveling a lot. I'm a foodie. I'm obviously also a proud father. I love my sport, and yeah, I'm very happy to be here in Addis Ababa and in Ethiopia. So I think it's the diversity of the country which really excites me. When you really want to do something real, you really have to understand where everything is coming from. And then obviously it's great if you don't have to import and you really can support local communities and support the local market, right? So that's kind of like from the operating equipment. And then I was very happy when I met Anna and I found nice designers here where we actually could design and then actually produce our employee fashion locally. And if we would just give people normal uniforms, and as it already said, it's uniformed and it could be everywhere in the world, but if we really design something which is locally, then people already get straight the impression. I believe when we talk about hospitality, there's a lot of people who can build nice hotels, but I think in the end of the day, it's really the people who make the difference. And then I think there's a lot of points like with our fashion where we could make a difference, like with our water bottles. I mean, that we could make a difference in being the first hotel who actually filled up our own water, so we reduce plastic, or actually we don't have any plastic bottles more in the hotel. And I think that's great. So we want to lead with examples, and I hope that a lot of people will follow us with local products, filling up their own water, the way how we train, etc., etc. First of all, we want to make sure that people who arrive here in Addis, that when they come into our hotel, feel also like they're coming to Ethiopia. I think it's a lot of things, obviously. It starts obviously with a building. A building has to be somehow nice, but it has to be also, has to have a certain soul. So I like that we use a lot of small local elements in our hotel. I think where it really made a difference is how we serve food in events. I mean, that's, I think it's one impact in that we don't really use buffets, that we use live stations, and that was something really new. So, and this has different aspects and why I like and I think live stations are so important, because first of all, we obviously cook fresh in front of guests, which gives a little bit of confidence to the guests, because they can talk to the guests, they see how it's produced, which obviously is nice because that makes the whole thing more interesting. There's more action behind, but I think it's also that we reduce food waste, because whenever you have buffets, you always have to look full and have to always look relish. But with a live cooking station, you cook, and when you see people eat less, you just cook less also, right? And therefore you save a lot of food actually, and that's also why we actually don't have a buffet restaurant in our hotel, because we don't want to waste food, because I think nowadays it's very important that we also always think about the environment. We are a new hotel, so obviously it's a beautiful venue, and with our courtyard being still very green and lush, it's like an oasis in the middle of the city. Very accessible, being right on Mescal Square. So I think it's all these points which fit together, where people choose us as their new venue. I think there are two parts to it, obviously, right? Because we are a hotel, so obviously we would like to invite the world to come to Addis and explore Ethiopia. So it's everybody in this point of view. But also for us, very important when we look at all our social spaces, looking at our 2 restaurants, 2 bars, our spacious lobby, our gym, the pool, then it's Addis and the people from Addis which we would like to welcome. And I think it's nice that obviously when a hotel just opens, everybody wants to see and come and look. But I think we actually proved that it never stopped. People still like to come back, and I think that's something very, very important. And for us, it's important that the people from Addis feel like this hotel is for them, and that they should come and dine and use it, obviously for their special occasions, but also in their day-to-day business, meetings in the lobby, having just a coffee, or going for lunch in our restaurants, or coming for dinner. So it's for the people from Addis why we're here.